Alrighty, welcome back to the ValoRec. We've got Loud Whine versus Who in the Challenger Mixed Division. Both these teams ready to go. We're right back on Haven, right where we just left off after playing, what, 35, 36, 37 maps. I mean, rounds, that is, in a row. It was absolutely insane. One of the longest maps we've ever had here in ValoRec. But Whiffy, here we go.
Yeah, looking to get a little more. If you haven't had your Haven fill yet, we're about to get it tonight because we're back here on this map once again. Loud Whine versus Who, Challengers Mixed Division. We are ready to go, and it looks like Who is gonna start on the attack, pushing up this A long site. All right, Frosty taking a shot but having to fall back. Hypnode looking to push the advantage there. Smoke's gonna come in on the side of Who. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty standard site take for Who.
Who trying to get this one pushed in. They pick up the first 2 kills. That's going to be Hippo Link trying to pick up some kills in return. Is going to get taken down. That is going to be Who picking up some big ones. But look at that. Optimus Prime picks up 2. I mean, that is something only a Prime could do. But he gets taken down, and so do his teammates as well. Now it's going to be Who eSports. But the first round on the board, nothing quite like winning a pistol round.
Yeah, that's gonna start Who off on the right foot, that's for sure. And Loud Whine, we saw on their part, looking a little rough on that first defensive round, but it's still way too early in the game to make any assumptions or predictions really, because you know these players, we don't necessarily know how long they've been playing together at this point. So you know, a lot of these teams just got made not too long ago, so we're gonna see what they can put together as teammates.
Yeah, both these teams. This is going to be week 1 for them, so they probably only have a little bit of experience together, but they're going to be trying to fight it out. We see Who eSports once again bringing it over towards that A site. Loud Whine going to be a little bit more ready for it this time. See a couple players pushed up. Frosty plays with the pistol in hand, the classic. Sees a couple players, takes some shots down, gets a little bit of damage off, but he's going to have to back off. Informs the teammates what's going on. We see the push coming in. The first kill comes through for Frosty, but that is traded out. So 2 for the side of Who eSports as they go for that spike plant.
And it looks like it's going to be a clear spike plant for Who. Flight coming in from Atomic, though. They're going to do some damage. Flashes themselves by accident. It's going to get taken down. Hippo Link not able to do a whole lot in return there. So Who's going to secure round 2?
I tell you what, every time I play Sky, I tell the team, I don't tell my teammates that I'm about to flash. I tell them I'm going to flash you. Every time. I do it every time with you. I tell you what.
I believe it. That's
I might be the absolute best gold player in the nation.
At flashing yourself?
Hey, and blowing myself up all the time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Little return to sender. Who eSports now up 2-0. Now, though, Loud Whine going to be able to do a little bit of a buy here if they so wish. I do believe they did. We're going to have one player pushed up towards that garage. Gunfight going down right away, and Who eSports wins that one right off the bat. Looking like they want a 3-0 as close as they can. Now the push towards C Long comes in as well. We see them get onto site very quickly. Optimus Prime makes the play, though. He gets the first one, looking for a second. Second one pushes through. He gets traded down, though. And Who eSports picking up kills everywhere. Only 2 players left. The Bucky in hand. Atomic picks that up. Grabs the gun, I do believe. Yeah, he gets the Spectre.
Love to see a nice Bucky play every now and again, that's for sure. Coolio looking to hold garage in this post plant, or at least trying to get back on the site. The Sage slows, making it tough though. Probably gonna find a free one there on Hypnode. Sin getting the trade though, and Atomic's gonna go down to Sin as well. So Loud Whine unable to get these retake scenarios going super well for themselves, but Who eSports has looked really good on this attacking half so far.
I'll tell you what, Who eSports some dogs. They know what's up. I mean, these guys getting it done. Nice little 3-0 start. But the side of Loud Whine, they're not going to let this one hold for long. Hippo Link is someone we got to see play quite a bit last season. I tell you what, Hippo Link, when they get going, they shoot some beams. Now we're going to have a Vandal in hand. The side of Who eSports looking like they want to extend this one.
Yeah, Frosty looking to get this orb, farm this orb up, help the econ a little bit, as Who looks to take C. A lot of space taken in garage already. Fade Prowler going out. It's gonna look to spot that Cypher, but not find it at the end. Optimus Prime, good for one, it seems like every round. Rob Snap Clap going down to Atomic. And these players scrambling a little bit, stuck in a 3v3 scenario here between Who and Loud Whine.
I'm going to be 3v2. 2 players left for Loud Whine. One of them going to be very weak. We see Sin trying to res there. Not quite a teammate, though. I get fooled by that all the time, ain't gonna lie.
Same.
One enemy in on the flank, and just like that, Who Esports claim their 4th round. And that one they did with a little bit of a numbers disadvantage. And I tell you what, I am a fan of the Salt Shaker as well. One of my favorite emotes in the game.
Just pouring salt in the wound a little bit.
Hey. It's not meant out of toxicity, to be honest. When I do it, this situation, I don't think it was either. I'm just saying. But
yeah, maybe you just like salt, you know?
Hey, I love salt.
I feel that. Sodium aside, let's see. Who Esports go up 4-0. Looking to add to their round count here a little bit better weaponry than the last round, but nevertheless still making it work. Both teams on what seems like full buys, maybe a Spectre thrown in there for one player or two. But Dog's gonna get broken down C long, and Who is looking to work this C site once again. Players working garage. Fadai maybe misthrown a little bit, but we'll see what they can put together. Optimus Prime always good for 1 and 2, make it 2. Not good enough for the 3rd. Sin getting the trade there, finding another in the process on Atomic, and getting the spike down as well.
You gotta think also Sin able to call in the res. Never mind, gonna be dead. That's gonna be height note. He's gonna be in a couple more gunfights here. 1 more to go. 1v3. He's got 1 more gunfight to win from Long. He's gonna stay alive. Okay, I thought he was gonna win that one for a second. Frosty plays though, clutches that up.
Secures the round for Loud Whine. Frosty having to do a little bit extra there at the end. Trying to shoot the Omen teleport, sometimes harder than it looks like, but able to secure the round for Loud Whine and get them on the board.
Hey, all I'm saying is if he gets that kill, he's him. He is him. He gets to go on the ValoRec wall of, I don't know, top 5 plays that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We'll make it exist just for that.
We'll make it exist, that's for sure. That's
actually insane. But Loud Whine, though, they do get their first round on the board, which will help stop the eco bleed just a little bit. So it gives them a chance to maybe buy some rifles here. You still see some Spectres and Bulldogs in hand, maybe some light shields and some light utility buys. But Who Esports still up 4-1. Looks like they're taking this bomb over towards the A site here. They know they want to secure a big one, get up to that number 5.
Yeah, looking to pressure the A side, knowing that C didn't work for them last time. Looking to kind of work up long, work up through sewer as well. Smokes are already in, so site's going to be a little bit easier to take for the side of Who Esports. Sin has been an absolute animal on this attacking side. Also going to play at the spike. Also has the res. They can do it all. Dog's going to come in from the side of Loud Whine, and Frosty's going to get the first pick, followed by a second as well, and the 3rd.
Ooh. And just like that, Who Esports is falling. 4th one down.
4?
Frosty trying to go for an ace. 1 more remaining. Going to see Fade trying to push up from ramp. The play comes in, and just like that, Frosty plays with the ace. And I tell you what, talk about plays. The 2nd round on the board for Loud Whine. When they need it most, they get it.
It's an absolute massive round from Frosty.
We've seen some plays already in this series. I'm loving it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Jamming out. Ooh.
We love it.
I love any of the Zed guns. I'm not gonna lie. I talked about this with you guys a little bit earlier. But shout out to Waveform, best melee in the game. Personal opinion, of course. But I feel like a lot of people will share that opinion.
Stay focused.
But now Loud Whine only down by 2 rounds, looking very good over the last 2 rounds as well. Who Esports though did win the first 4 in a row. Can they get on a little bit of a streak once again? You see them playing much more passive now than they were at the beginning of the game. Which just lets you know they are a little bit of afraid of their enemy now, which is good if you're the set of Loud Whine. You put a little bit of fear in your enemy.
Well, if anything, they're afraid of Frosty on that other side. That's for sure. Especially after that ace round. You know, it's always scary to go up against a Jet who's on fire like that. So we'll see what Who puts together this round. And Sin's gonna get the first pick. Speaking of things that Who's gonna do, looking to follow it up, taking garage control, looking to push to C. Trip's gonna go down, and that's gonna leave Optimus Prime alone on the C site. Who's gonna fall But Atomic getting the first trade. And the second.
Being some nice big kills here. We see the side of Loud Whine. 2v3 now. Who eSports has the spike planted over towards C. So I'm going to see Coolio trying to play the retake here as Atomic goes down. Coolio with the... Ooh, doesn't quite get that first one, but does get a little bit of a lineup. Gets two. Now going to be a 1v1. Coolio able to make a play here if they can. There we go. The three-piece comes in, and Coolio just like that. Another clutch out of Loud Whine. Back-to-back rounds with a player making an absolute stellar play. And Loud Whine almost tying it up. Going to be down by one still, but brings things 3-4. And I tell you what, I'm getting flashbacks of last game.
Oh, you and me both. You and me both, CNK. We're at this rate, we're in for a good match between two good teams who are gonna make it go the distance if this keeps up. That's for sure. We'll see what both sides put together. Got a nice Zed spray coming out from Coolio as well.
It's beautiful. It's just
nice to just jam out to every now and again. So
shout out Zed.
Shout out Zed. Who eSports looking to take this mid control. They've been finding success with getting the spike down, say for the ace round by Frosty, but their post plant has been where things have been lacking a little bit. Fade Eye's going to come in, probably spot Hippo and Coolio as well, and it's going to cause them to get the first pick.
Cover going on. The first pick indeed coming in. Loud Whine going to be down a player, but we know already they don't really care when they're down players. Still down one, and Who eSports going to get a res there, so that's actually going to be down two. Loud Whine have to play the 3v5 retake as the spike does get planted on B, but Frosty from the flank able to not get one quite yet, gets taken down. That's a massive kill for Who eSports. Now Loud Whine, two players remaining trying to play the retake.
Tough scenario here for Loud Whine, especially with Optimus Prime getting stuck in the fade suck, but good for two, good for three from both sides. Stuck in a 2v2 now. Make it a 2v1. As the Cypher ult comes through, that's going to push Yoki off this position. He's going to find the kill with the Roomba before the second tick goes off. Looking to close this out. Both players finally able to close it out. We've seen, I'm pretty sure, 3 back-to-back clutch rounds at this rate.
Oh my. I mean, I tell you what. I mean, it's necessary up against a team like Loud Whine. You never know when two players are going to murder your whole team. What is going on? The side of Loud Whine, these guys are very clutch, but Who eSports, they win the round, right? They end up getting that one on the board, bringing it 5-3. Who eSports looking like they're trying to get back in that driver's seat, right? But it's hard against Loud Whine. I feel like we're going to get a 1v5 later and go absolutely ballistic.
There.
I believe it.
I mean,
I believe it. I'm hoping at least. I'm hoping at least. That's for sure.
Looks like the opening play happening over towards the A side is both these teams ready to go. Who eSports on the offensive side, taking it nice and slow, checking their corners. Frosty plays though in a sneaky spot, ready to make a play. Gonna get spotted out though, so now gonna have to make a move. Side of Loud Whine, they're gonna know what's going down, but look at the flank coming in as well. One coming in. Frosty gets one kill. Hype gets one as well. Optimus Prime on site gets one, and there we go. Both these teams back and forth. Who eSports gonna get a numbers disadvantage, but where does Optimus Prime go and come from? Oh my god! He like disappeared for half a second and came back and picked up 2 more kills.
I swear, one of the scariest things is a good Cypher player, right?
Yeah.
They can just be anywhere and everywhere all the time. And Optimus Prime showing just what a good Cypher can do, you know, in a league predominantly run by KJs, but
I mean, I tell you what, showing what it means to be a Prime.
That's for sure.
Speaking of Prime, I'm just kidding. Okay, now it's gonna be 4-5. Loud Whine still down by 1, but keeping it nice and close. Do their best to copy that first round, but Hippo, he sneaks through, he gets one. Oh, trying to spray for the second. Everybody's spraying, nobody's hitting, but that just like that, he does get taken down. Who eSports versus Loud Whine, now gonna be a 4v4 on the map.
Then good for one there, getting the trade for Hypno. Frosty on the flank, finding one, not only one but 2, and Optimus Prime showing shutting the round down as well.
That duo is really scary. Frosty plays and Optimus Prime is very scary. I mean, shout out Loud Whine here, right? They're going to tie things up 5-5. Who esports, though? You know who to look out for, right? You got to look out for the Cypher and you got to look out for the Jet. But I mean, the rest of the team is very much so capable of getting a lot of kills as well. But who esports? Looking like they're opting towards not pushing the A site for a little bit here.
This goes here.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're gonna see
That goes there.
what who has cooked up for this next
way.
round, as the last couple haven't gone in their favor. Hypno getting the early pick on Hippo, Hypno on Hypno Crime, and Atomic going to get the trade back though. So we're all evened up, 4 players each side. Ultimate's in favor of Loud Whine though, 2-4.
Oh,
Frosty posted up on this aggressive angle. Unsure if it's going to get checked. It doesn't. And he's going to be good for 1 on fire. Sin, good for the trade, though. And Yoki, along with Sin and Hypnode, looking to address this A site.
the A site definitely seems to be the thing we're looking at here. Got one player though still playing through mid. Loud Whine gonna be able to spot that player out. We see the Optimus Prime ult coming in. Guess what? You're gonna be in for quite the shock when you find out one of them's right next to you. But they do secure that kill. Optimus does take a little bit of damage, but does not die. Now is going to be a 2v2. They know where these 2 players were on the side of Who Esports, but now we see the ult coming in from the breach. They're going to have to make a play. They know they're probably stunned, but guess what? Not anymore. Coolio still picks up the kill. Now going to be a 1v2. Sin has to get it done.
If there's anyone who can do it on this Who team, it would be Sin. Doesn't have enough time to get there though, and the spike is gonna get defused. That is so unfortunate if you're a Who fan.
We cannot keep our goods after
Had the right play, had the right timing, just a little bit late to the fight.
I tell you what, thank God I'm a Loud Whine fan. Oh, I should not have said that. Gotta knock on wood there, you never know.
No
Casting
bias
Curse
there, no
is a real
bias
thing.
there.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
it's not like, hey, when I cast COD, I do have a little bit of a bias for the Green Bay Goats, but over here in Valorant, no bias whatsoever. Maybe a little bit. But Loud Whine currently up 6-5. Got themselves a nice little comfortable lead, right? Nothing could ever go wrong with a 1-round lead. You do hear the TP come in from one of the Omens. And we see a little bit of mix-up happening on the map. Is both these teams trying to figure it out. Is Who Esports looking like they want to go either towards A or towards mid? It's like mid might be the route. Hippo kind of sneaks through before getting taken down, though.
Fire arrow, good for both kills off the bat. Looking to show that Frosty isn't the only good Jet in this map,
Yeah.
as this Who team is gonna work towards the C side. But guess what? Optimus Prime is waiting there, and he's ready to go. So we'll see what they have in store. Smoke's coming in for CT and Garage. Site getting taken by Who?
Foolish.
Optimus Prime, good for 1.
I hope it's good for 1. We've been talking about it a few times, but he is going to get taken down now. Loud Whine in a 2v4. Spikey is planted in favor of Who Esports. Frosty, the shorty and some knives. Gonna make the push, gets one of the kills, got a couple more to beat, is gonna get a little bit of damage off before going down. Now Atomic in a 1v4, gets one of them. It's a little bit blinded out now, gonna have to play a little bit passive here. Is gonna get taken down by Sin. Sin, quite the straight shooter, and Who Esports tie things up once again.
Switching sides.
6-6 half. I don't know if you could ask for a much better half from both sides there.
I know
We,
that I am by your side.
Like I said, this keeps up. We're going the distance once again in this match. You know, Loud Whine and Who, both very good teams so far, proving their value and their skill at this point. You know, seeing a lot of good things from both sides here.
Could you imagine if we not only set the map record in the night and then beat it in the very next match? Oh my gosh. That would be crazy. 2 insanely long games, back to back nonetheless, but so far Loud Whine and
This is gonna
Who
be
Esports
fun.
look like that might be the game plan, but nonetheless, Loud Whine on the offensive side, Who Esports on the defense here. Frosty plays leading the charge, frenzy in hand. We've seen quite a few plays with that in the last couple days, haven't we?
Good for that first kill from distance with the frenzy, somehow getting it. Looking to see if this guy's got a heal, and I'm not sure if they bought it, so we're not going to see that heal come in. But Loud Whine looking to vacate this A site after that first pick and rotate towards C, knowing that these defenders have all rotated already.
This is something we actually saw in the last series, right? In that Master Mixed Division. Every once in a while, get kind of an aggressive push going, an entire team would rotate over, and then you'd kind of get a site for free. And the C site tends to be the one that happens for on this map. Gives Loud Whine a slight advantage here. Hype is going to be able to get a kill, though, so that is going to tie things up 4-4 in the life count there. But now the retake coming in from Who Esports. They're all pushing from their back spawn. Got a couple players to beat. That's going to be Hippo picking up the first one. There's going to be Fire trading out, though. So now 3v3, not a ton of time to work with, so they're going to have to make a move.
They're blind with fear.
Ooh, looking to get on this retake as fast as they can. Seeing that camera, it's not going to help. It's not going to help them whatsoever. 2 players going through Garage, 1 player through CT. Looking to retake the site. Running out of time, though. Not sure if they realize it.
1 enemy remaining.
Yoki good for one, Fire good for the other, but time is running down, and Coolio just has to delay just for a few seconds. Even then, not gonna have enough time on the side of Who, so that's gonna be the first round of this attacking half for Loud Whine in their own favor.
Shout out Loud Whine, getting it done. They're going to be the ones that get the early lead in the second half. All you had to do was win 1 round to do that, but they get that done. So now with the lead, what will they opt to do? They're going to have a little bit of an eco advantage as well. It looks like they are buying their Spectres. They want to try to secure this round, but if there's anything we've seen in the ValoRec many times, when you have an eco advantage, you might as well have negative 50,000 eco, because that is the advantage it gives you. The side of Who Esports with how the ValoRec has gone over the last season or so.
That's for sure.
Definitely
Thrifties
we have the advantage at the moment.
Yeah, Thrifties are aplenty in the ValoRec League, that's for sure. We have those half off, so much like the weaponry from Who Esports here. Not much going on there though. Loud Whine able to get the man advantage here as they work towards this A site. Players from both sides falling, but again, more firepower on the side of Loud Whine for this round. Rob, good for the kill on Optimus Prime. Good for the kill onto Coolio.
Spike down A.
And just like that, Loud Whine wins the next round.
Hey, we win an eco advantage round. That's what we like to see. Loud Whine now up to a 2-round advantage. Going to be up 8-6. Offensive side here, so it's always good to get as much as you can on the offensive side. Who Esports on the defense right now. Down by only a little bit. They are going to have some rifles in hand now. We see a Marshall going over towards C long. Like, might play around a little bit here, but Loud Whine looks like they're opting to take this one over towards A, and I bet you they're going to go a little quick.
Well, I believe it. I believe it, especially with their weaponry they have. They we'll see what they bring, but I would expect to be a little bit fast as well. Frosty leading the way from Fire, or looking to combat Atomic here down in Sewer. Nearly getting the pick, but not quite.
Would have been a crazy shot.
That would have been absolutely wild.
Spike
See
down
both these teams
A.
trying to clash a little bit on the A site. Loud Whine trying to get on the site. Who Esports trying to defend it. Fire Arrow, one of the up-close players with Hype right next to him there. Both these teams channeling each other back and forth. Kills back and forth as well, mainly in favor of Loud Whine because they get site control. But guess what? Yoki gets one, looking for one more. That's Atomic trying to defend himself there, but he's got 2 players trying to push him in at the same time. Gonna launch that dog, get a little bit of info, maybe a little bit of a stun, but he gets killed by the grenade. Just like that, Who Esports stopped the slight little bit of bleeding that was happening, and they're gonna get their 7th round on the board with a nice clean defuse.
I love explosions.
That was a good round from Who to kind of get back in this half a little bit, stop the bleeding, you know, as you like to say. So we'll see what they can continue to put up, see what they can continue to fight with this next couple rounds, as they start off the match hot, but have become a little stagnant, but not, I mean, it's 8-7, so obviously not too much.
Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. And both these teams ready to go. The C-long push about to come through. Loud Whine getting a little bit antsy with the pushes here. They want to get a nice, fast C-long push, but Who Esports, guess what? They're going to be ready for this one. They've got a couple players in play. But Frosty, he's going to be the one who leads the charge. This is the one that we know can hit those clean headshots cross map. He's going to lead the charge. Got a couple players behind to help out. But guess what? Just like that, 2 massive kills from eSports. Make it 3. And just like that, Loud Whine is completely gone. All you have left is Optimus Prime and a Dream. He is going to get a nice kill, though. 1 per round. That is the minimum for this man, and he will always get it.
Not quite finding the second there, but
got the quota,
damage,
though. Got the quota.
Definitely hit this quota for sure. That's for sure. We'll see what Loud Whine has in store this next round, just because momentum has shifted back in favor of Who Esports, but it doesn't seem like it's going to stay there long with how this game has gone, so we'll see what they decide to cook up this round. Most players posted towards that A site, save for the Cypher player, who's probably going to lurk, as Cyphers are wont to do. As the round starts, we're going to see a little bit of mid aggression here from the side of Loud Whine. Hypno looking for the first kill on Frosty, not finding it before backing off the top of the box.
Yeah, a little bit of a clash in the middle of the map there. Doesn't equate to much, just a little bit of a damage trade back and forth. You know how it is. You want to just damage each other's shields a little bit. And the push coming over towards that A side now. Frosty sees a player down towards sewers. There's one over towards long as well. Frosty's gonna make the first move. The player along, that's gonna be Sin. Gets 1, gets 2. With the 1 player in sewers helping out as well. That is gonna be Fire Arrow. That's 3 players in the set of Loud Whine off the map. Who Esports still looking like they want to make a play.
Loud Whine needed to put something together in this round. They don't have the weaponry to do a whole lot of damage here, but they need to get as much as done as they can. Just a Sheriff and a Spectre and a Dream. So we'll see what they can put together. Coolio looking to get a flash off here, maybe get a swing and pick on the enemy team's jet, but not finding it as Sin gets another, and Fire Arrow finishes the round for Who.
Yeah, they just lined that one up, didn't they? The Who Esports really just sat in a line. They just kind of did like a firing squad there to get them taken down. It's gonna be the nice round on the board for Who Esports, but Loud Whine still in the offense here, and will not be switching back to defense unless we make it to overtime. You never know. Might make our way back over there. Things are looking pretty even right now, 8-9. Side of Who Esports though, looking like they want to try to get themselves a nice lead. Optimus Prime setting up for the defense there because he knows if they push over towards A, they don't want to get flanked out here. But his team is going to get a little bit of pressure towards mid, a little bit towards the A side at the same time. Just trying to feel things out. Esports taking things nice and easy, and Sin watching that A long with the Vandal. Someone we know who can hit those shots when someone crosses by.
Well, if you look at the team comps, I mean, Loud Whine should be a little bit more geared for defense. So it's obvious that they have done their work on that side, but offense, it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Yeah, they have the breach, yeah, they have the sky, but the Cypher isn't super helpful on offense. As I say that, Frosty just goes completely off on Sin there, drops the target easy, looking for more as the team creeps up A long, off your feet, as well as sewer. Breach ult coming through, knocking the Who players offside at least for a little bit. The big eye finds every member of Loud Whine, and looks like Who's going to be able to shut him down. Unless Atomic can go big, completely massive here.
Atomic committing the ult, going to make the push, isn't able to get the kill on the diffuser, but Hippo, after the round is over, goes from the back, gets 1, is going to get taken down, but just trying to get a couple of those kills at the end there. So now the side of Who Esports going to be up 10-8, getting themselves a nice little advantage on the map. I say a nice advantage because I want to be perfectly honest, we haven't seen a team go up 2 rounds in what feels like a very long time.
That's true, and I think the last time it happened, it was who was in the lead earlier in the match at 4-2, I believe. So
I think at one point in time they were up like 4-0, and then it went to 4-2, and it's been a little back and forth since then. These teams would love to see an overtime, but Loud Whine getting a nice aggressive push over towards the middle of the map right now. We do have a smoke up, so if they try to rush through this, it will be a little bit blind. Who Esports has 1 player here to react. The spike getting planted. Player's going to be close by. Hypnoid picks up 1, picks up 2. He's got 1 behind him. He picks up a 3rd. That's 3 on the round. He's trying to get as many as he can. He wants this ace. 2 players left from Loud Whine. They're going to get flanked from the guy window. That's going to be Sin with op in hand. Picks up 1, going for the 2nd. Atomic with only a stinger in hand. Kind of not in a position they want to be in right now. is going to get pushed a little bit by Who Esports, but it's currently staying alive. No one's going to be able to secure the kill. And just like that, at the end, going to get taken down. And Who Esports with the 11th round on the board.
Did you see the flick from Hypnode?
Insane.
Oh my goodness, that was
He's standing still. You know what he did. You know what he did.
Yeah, tactical timeout.
And gentlemen, a tactical timeout. I will say it again. I say it as much as I possibly can, but each team gets one tactical timeout per half per team, right? So you get 2 per map. Use them. It gives you a minute to talk about what is going down on the map. You see the side of Loud Whine using it, knowing they're 2 rounds away from this being over if they can't secure something. So they use their 1 extra minute to figure out what are we going to do on the map to win this one. They have the eco, they have the utility to make a play here. I say that, but Optimus Prime does not have a full shield, so maybe they don't have the eco they would like. Look over at Who Esports, though. They've got the eco. I mean, they've got an op, plenty of eco in the back pocket. These guys are about to go to Chuck E. Cheese and have a blast.
Sure, and I mean, this timeout gives us a little bit of time to talk about kind of what's going through their minds right now. You know, if you're Loud Whine, you're thinking that you're kind of scrambling a little bit here. You're trying to get each other on the right page. You know, trying to get everybody to regain a little bit, kind of get the mental right, and try to put together a strategy for this round to go well. But as the timeout comes to a close, we'll have a few more seconds for them to buy up, see if the weaponry gets a little bit better for both sides. Looks like Rob's gonna be posted up C long with an op and a Vandal as a sidearm almost, and Loud Whine looking to take mid control right off the bat.
Yeah, Rob Snap Clap ready to go on that C long with the op in hand. Who Esports up 11-8. Loud Whine though, we'll see what kind of a play they created. The C push could come in right now. We see Rob Snap Clap ready to take down whoever peeks that corner. Someone's gonna peek it. That is going to be a nice flash to help out. Rob Snap Clap, though. He gets him with a snap and a clap, and there we go. Coolio going to get taken down. The push comes to Garage. That is going to be Yoki getting taken down. And just like that, Esports do make it a 4v4.
A lot of damage being done for Hypnode there before straight out by Atomic. Atomic's going to get the heal in on Hippo. And we're going to be working the C side, it looks like. But Operator and Vandal combo posted up on the end. Who's not going to be good for it. So that's going to be a round kind of recovery for Loud Whine. A much needed round, let's just say.
Yeah, much needed round indeed. Now Loud Whine going to be at that 9-11. Down still by 2, but definitely still recoverable. They can get a few more rounds on the board, still win this one, or at least get to an overtime. Who Esports, though, on the defense. Looking like they want to try to lock this one down, close it out, but Frosty Plays is going to have an op ready for this C long. Rob Snapclap going to have to hit a nice headshot or get taken down. We'll see what Loud Whine decides to use for util on this C side of the map as their players that are also pushing maybe through mid here with the bomb.
Yeah, that eye, not scaring Frosty at all as he's posted up with the op. Yoki looking to make something happen out of Garage with that showstopper. It's going wide, doesn't hit anything, but both teams sort of showing their fangs a little bit here as as Sin works into this aggressive angle, trying to get a flank, but Hippo's good for it. Rotate's going to come in from Who as they prepare for this A-side hit.
The A-side hit coming in. Shout out Hippo Link, by the way. Been doing it a lot on the ValoRec streams. I feel like I've casted Hippo Link at least 4 or 5 times. So shout out for that. But the push coming in, that's going to be Hypnoid. He's picking up one, picks up the second as well. Frosty Plays and Hippo Link gonna both get taken down. Sorry, chat, but we can't show you Frosty if he's not on the map. Now it is going to be a 3v4. Numbers advantage to Who Esports. Loud Whine still has to get this one planted. 34 seconds or so remaining, so they probably won't try to decommit, but Coolio with a nice pick.
Deleted.
Light looks like it's secure for Loud Whine, but the spike is stuck over near sewer, so Optimus Prime having a little bit of work to do here. Stuck in graffiti. Hypnode, good for 3 so far. See if we can get some more. Not quite, as Atomic's going to end the round in favor of Loud Whine.
Hey, things are closing back into being even here as well as Loud Whine. Only down by 1 at the moment, 10-11. Big rounds and kills out of them that last round. But Who Esports on the defense here, still very confident. Not too sure what their eco's looking like, but it looks like they might be committing to a Jet ult over a buy. So that can tell you, maybe not the greatest, but yeah, they're not doing too bad. They could definitely force that buy onto Jet if they wanted to, but they are going to save that one out. Just use a Frenzy and the ult. We are going to see a couple different ults coming in here. We got Jet from both sides. We have the Omen on the side of Loud Whine, and we have the Sage ult for Who eSports. So they've got a res if Sin wants to use it, but Sin is one of their more aggressive players, so they probably won't get the chance.
Yeah, and on the side of Who eSports, Sin has been I'm pretty sure they're top frag unless Hypnote has overtaken them, but for the most part, these support players can have been shown that they can frag a little bit here, and Frosty, if he doesn't check this corner, he's gonna be aware of it. So Sin goes down, as well as Rob Snapclap, as Frosty takes all the way up into heaven control. Hypno
Spike
good for the
down
pick though.
A.
Hypnote always good for it. He's got a couple players still around him here. You have to deal with one up top in heaven. You still have to worry about. You got 4 players total on Loud Whine, only 2 on the side of Who eSports. They know Frosty is up there. He's going to have a couple of them blinded out right now. Gets one. He's going to be able to back off with his life. As I say that, Optimus Prime gets the one he's guaranteed. Got a couple more players to beat. Yoki has to win the 1v3. 1 up top, 2 on site. The spike is planted. Has a little bit of util going out, but it doesn't matter. Atomic gets the kill. Ties things up 11-11. And I tell you what, the wish that was made earlier is now coming true now as well. The overtime well within our sights. Can a team win 2 in a row?
I'm feeling it, CNK. You feeling overtime?
Feeling it. I am feeling it. We used the 11-11 wish earlier on an overtime. What are we using it on now?
Apparently a tactical timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, another tactical timeout.
Oh, we love to see it. We love to see it. Like you said, you got it during the half. Might as well use it, right? So
it is a competitive disadvantage not to use it. That's just how it is, right? You either use it or it's gone. So you get 1 per team per half. So use your 2 timeouts. Yes, is that going to extend the game by 4 minutes if every team uses their timeout every half? Yes. Do we care? No. Use your timeouts. You got them. You use them.
exactly. And so I would say this. If I'm Who eSports, I'm thinking we got to stop the bleeding. That's for sure. Loud Whine, they were down. They're coming in swinging. They're coming in hot. They're not whining about anything anymore. You know,
no more tears.
No more tears. They're full speed ahead right now. So if you're Who eSports, you got to figure out some sort of defensive strategy that's going to get you the advantage, to at least in utility or in a man advantage, or just straight up just diffing the opponent. So we'll see what they can put together.
After the 1 minute, we will see what the game plan was. Both these teams made up their plans as they're ready to go. Loud Whine on the offense, opting to take this one nice and slow. They're getting a couple feelers out towards that mid and A site. We see Who eSports, though, taking this one very defensive.
Yeah, neither team really giving an inch here. Both teams just sort of holding, playing those sort of default angles a little bit, just clearing, waiting for someone to peek into them.
On my way.
Hippo
On my way.
looks to smoke off the B site for his team. These Loud Whine players looking to hit up mid, potentially, as they begin to scale up towards that B site, it being the most open of the sites, but they do have to contend with the Omen on site.
Watch them.
Omen is on site indeed.
Spike
Hypno
planted.
trying to make a little bit of a play here. Frosty plays and Co. Gonna get that spike planted. Ready to make a move. The Cypher ult coming in as well. That's gonna give them plenty of info. Shout out to Optimus Prime. He gets one. Oh, there we go. And just
my
like that, the 4 players
goodness.
remaining die within a second and a half of each other. Holy.
Match point.
Pretty sure that round went from 0 to 100.
Yeah,
because
for real. I mean, hey, when you have all the info you could ever imagine and 4 players are in a very like close proximity, it can be pretty easy to set something up pretty quick.
Yeah, needless to say, Loud Whine with the advantage though for the first time this game, kind of going ahead. You know, it's just they haven't been in the spot yet. Sort of like our last match we had with Tuna and Team Gas, but we'll see what Who can put together. Surely down but not out yet.
There, take them.
Down but not out indeed. Side of Loud Whine looking like they don't want to go to overtime, but Who eSports, they're down for whatever. You see the Fade ult obviously came through. Now the Jet ult for the side of Loud Whine obviously popped as well. A 1 round advantage to Loud Whine is everything they're holding on to right now to not go to overtime. But Coolio, he's going to meet up with his teammate A Long. They're going to rotate back out. Looks like the C push might be coming through. Nobody committing towards mid yet, so side of Loud Whine, they've got plenty of util to work with. They've got an Omen ult, they've got a Breach ult, and then obviously Jet ult is currently active. eSports though, just a Sage ult in the back pocket.
And Loud Whine looking to take the C site for free, pretty much. No players posted up here, as Optimus Prime is going to get the spike down. Got a bit of an aggressive TP there from Hippo. And now the pressure is on these two esports players to get back on site and defuse the spike in time.
The spike definitely planted that it's going to be a couple little bit of trades on the map. Sin going to get a nice revive as well, giving Who eSports the numbers advantage once again. The defuse coming in, but guess what? The Breach ult comes through, and just like that, Hippo Link on the flank picks up 2. Frosty with 1. Now Yoki has to win the 1v3 and get the defuse. Is going to get taken down basically immediately after me saying that. Loud Whine say no overtime. Welcome back to the ValoRec. We've got a big surprise for you here. We've got ourselves our first Gecko of the ValoRec. Obviously season 1 he came out, but he wasn't allowed quite yet. So season 2, week 1, obviously we get to see him first on the icebox. These teams are ready to go. Looks like we're going to need a little bit of a tech pause here because it looks like someone DC'd out. They'll be back shortly, but hey, we still Whiffy. We got a Gecko here.
I love it. I love Wingman. He's my favorite agent. So we're excited to see this. So should be good. Should be good. You know, you get a lot of useful stuff out of the Gecko. The flash, being able to pick it up and reuse it again within like 10 seconds is super nice.
Crazy.
And the Gecko plant obviously, or the Gecko plant, the Wingman plant obviously is super good as well. So I'm very interested to see how they utilize it here. The side of Who. So we shall see how it goes after this tech pause comes to a close.
I'm sure we'll get it figured out here shortly. Just an extra long buy phase, right? Let's use it as a tactical timeout. What are we doing for the offensive pistol round, guys? What's the plan here? Looks like the plan is the A site. I'll tell you what, though. Hopefully no one's watching the stream today, Whiffy. We'll see. We'll find out real quick if this defense starts to rotate over to the A side, because that 1 minute delay might not be long enough. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying that's what I know.
90-second delay, 1 minute and 30 seconds. I was close. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, remind my future self to tell me to do my laundry later. But anyways, we're gonna get going here. Who eSports taking off, pushing to A site. As Loud Whine looks to receive this hit. 3 players posted up there for the team Loud Whine versus all 5 for Who going here. That cross-site Viper wall looking to isolate a couple of these gunfights. Fade orb coming in, getting 2 players with it.
This little opening pick there is Who eSports going to be down a player now on their push. They're going to be down 2 now as Sin gets the second one. But look at that, the players on Who eSports falling all over the place. Yoki gets a kill there. 1 player remaining, that is going to be the Viper. Going to back off towards the spawn in a 1v3, but guess what? The side of Loud Whine wants to play this one pretty aggressive. Atomic, though. This reach out from above, gets 1. Now going to be a 1v2. 1 more to beat over close by. Doesn't quite get it. That's going to be Hypnoid picking that up. It's a Ghost for the troubles as well. Got a Sheriff, actually. An Ion Sheriff. Beautiful gun.
Make it a Sheriff. Shout out the Ion Sheriff.
Love that thing.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, you know what I do? Holster, unholster, holster, unholster, holster, unholster.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Love it.
You got to. It just sounds so crisp. Anyways, first round going in favor of Loud Whine there. Successfully just stopping the push before any sort of post plant could come into question. My bad.
I got tough news. The first round Gecko was on stream in the ValoRec. He lost.
That's so unfortunate.
That's tough.
But
tough. I look at
brief issue fixed. We had Loud Whine and Who their sides mixed up. But first round actually goes in favor of Who, as they look to defend this B site from the attack.
The B site definitely being assaulted at the moment. Loud Whine with the significant disadvantage here, only having pistols versus
One
the submachine guns and
remaining.
rifles. But look at the kills coming in. The side of Loud Whine being ripped apart. Only one left is going to be Coolio on the Gecko. He's going to get chowed out, gets taken down. That's 3 on the round for Rob. And just like that, is Who Esports up 2-0.
And so far, these rounds have been pretty dominant by Who Esports. But I mean, like I said, like last map started, that it's a little too early to tell how this one's gonna go. That's for sure. So we'll see what Loud Whine cooks up for this next couple rounds. So far though, it's looking all Who Esports. As the team sets up, they're looking to play a little 2-2 or a little 1-2-2 split here on the defensive side, with most players from Loud Whine posted up towards the A site.
A little worried about that A side, but Loud Whine pushing this one in nice and slow. Yoki, he's going to be up top. Maybe a chance to make a play here if he doesn't get spotted out early enough. He runs up. He is going to get taken down, though. That's going to be Atomic with a massive kill. Staying alive, able to get that kill. But now we see the side of Loud Whine with the numbers again. Sin going through the middle of the map is going to get taken down. That's a Optimus Prime. Good for one. Gets the one.
Spike drop.
Always good for one. At least, let's say.
Optimus Prime calling all Autobots to make a move back to B, it looks like, as the
Last
bomb
player standing.
in hand. One player remaining. That is going to be Fire Arrow over towards the B site. Inside the A site, that is, as the B site is going to be assaulted by Loud Whine with the spike. They actually rotate back over. They want to get this A site hit out. They know they've got the numbers advantage. Doesn't matter because Frosty ends up getting the kill. And just like that, Loud Whine get a round on the board.
And almost more importantly, Little Bro got the plant there at the end. He did his job very well, and we should all be very proud of him.
Wingman. The wingman is probably one of the most helpful things we've seen in the game, right? It can literally plant a bomb for you. It can get a defuse too, right?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
for sure.
Super useful. Also useful in a bar as well. So amazing to see that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see what Who Esports responds with this round now that they have a little bit more weaponry here. Probably full weaponry to their name, as both teams meet each other with equal firepower for the first time this match. A lot of players posted up towards this A site. Looks like that's where the first fight is going to be taking place, as the Viper wall comes across the site, leaving Atomic to get the kill, but we're even 4-4 this round.
Yeah, yo kill. Ooh, once they get pretty aggressive here, it's gonna hop up towards that top rail.
Out of charges.
As we see the side of Loud Whine backing off, they're gonna lose a player in the process. Hypnoid with a nice pick. After Loud9, you're a little worried about this rotation because you got to go through the Viper. But if you're Hypnoid, you're about as happy gets. But Atomic with the pick on the other side of the map, Hypnoid gets the ability, but does have the issue of getting the player. Coolio on the Gecko, showing us why it is such a cool agent to play indeed. First time we've seen it in the ValoRec, obviously, and already off to a strong start with how useful it can be. He's going to actually chow out towards that back snowman. Is going to get taken down. Has a nice little team trade there, but fire the trade as well. Now going to be a 1v1. We got the Sage versus the Viper. Esports versus Loud Whine. And just like that, Atomic wins it from the middle of the map. And I tell you what, Atomic might be just an icebox player or something.
It sure seems that way. That's they're fragging for sure. So even from that Viper roll, you know, who says that sport agents can't go hunting and killing? So, you know, we'll see what Who responds with here, because now we're all tied up again. So looking like a mirror of last game a little bit, with both teams taking respective rounds back to back. But we'll see who can respond first to get the lead.
I'll find you.
Yeah, the response is always the big thing we like to see. Both these teams know a little bit of a feeler. Loud Whine wanting to take it over towards A, it looks like once again. You see some gunfights. It went down a little bit of a damage trade in the middle of the map there. Overall, the damage trade itself being won by Loud Whine. Who Esports keeping the enemy at bay for now.
Frosty getting the first pick, as they're known to do, tapping that head with the Vandal. as Loud Whine look to take this A site once again. Seems that that's been the popular site to be going for. Hypnode, good for getting that lurk knocked out, as Who is going to have to look to probably retake this A site.
And just like that, Loud Whine get 2 picks over towards A there. They're going to get this spike planted. Now they've got the advantage here. Who eSports, only 2 players remaining. Hypnoid, though. Let's pick up 1. So the retake well on its way. Okay, Coolio
what a
just hit
shot.
the most godlike headshot of all time. Mid-run. Now, was it intentional? Yes. Every part of it.
Doesn't matter. It was awesome.
That's crazy.
Like, why can't we
And
just
shout out
wait?
Coolio. I mean, Coolio with the style points for the headshot there, though. Let's be honest. That guy. Just showing us what Gecko is fully capable of.
Yeah, that was a heck of a shot, and then to secure the round for their team. So that was good. That was awesome. Let's see what who can put together to kind of get back in this game a little bit.
Okay, who gonna have to hit a little bit of a regain here on the defensive side. We see Loud Whine offense still obviously there. The spike still in the spawn just because they don't want to leave it somewhere they don't want it, right? Pushed up a little bit too far, unable to grab it. Guess it'll play out of them to do that. The spike will be picked up as they feel confident to bring it on over towards A. U eSports there. Just playing a nice passive defense right now. Looks like they're trying to stack over towards B a little bit, but 2 players on A are going to have a lot going on. Sin gets 1 before getting traded out, and just like that, Loud Whine going for the site control. Frosty with that overlook gets that first one. That is going to be Optimus Prime picking up his guaranteed kill as well. Now going to be a 4v3 advantage. The spike starts to get planted, and just like that, Gecko and the Wingman get it done.
Julio just going hunting for these kills, getting these eco frags. Doesn't matter. They look good regardless, as Atomic is able to finish the round. Good little dizzy cam we had there.
Just trying to give you a headache, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But Loud Whine currently up by 2 rounds. Got that nice little 4-2 lead on the offensive side here. Any rounds they can get here are going to help them out tremendously towards that defensive side. But Who eSports not out of this one yet. This is basically the exact same like lead differential we saw on the last map before the recovery did happen, and we got round for round, all the way to the end, right before overtime, and a 13-11 victory did happen in favor of Loud. Now this
Big
map,
eye there from Rob.
Toxin screen down.
Looks like Hippo's looking to get a little bit aggressive here in this middle area, but ultimately Loud Whine's looking to push this B site for the first time in a little while. The wall not in a super great space to help them, but they have the weaponry and the capability to fight for it, that's for sure.
man, Coolio has been absolutely clutching up here lately. Every time he pushes in, he gets it done. The spike is getting planted. The Wingman, shout out for that, but not for too long though. It does start happening. Sin with a pick there as well. Coolio with 1. A little bit of back and forth here. Just going to be a 3v2. Who eSports with the numbers advantage there. They're going to try to push this one in. A couple players damaged on the side of Loud Whine. And just like that, Frosty with another pick gets a heal as well. So now back to full.
Last player standing.
Hypno going to work in that Viper's Pit, looking to help the team get the defuse, but Frosty's going to be good for another pick there. Got a double updraft into the Hypnode, but it's not going to be good, and the spike should be defused if there's enough time. I'm pretty sure there is, so no worries there. And who's going to get another round to their repertoire?
Yeah, plenty of time to spare there. And Who eSports, I tell you what, when they want to turn it up, they definitely can. The side of Loud Whine still on the offensive side. And they want to show you what's up, and they definitely will try to do that. But we have completed 7 rounds, and there's only 1 round differential. What that means, right? We are in for a good one. See both these teams setting up their offensive and defensive pushes here. See Loud Whine looking like they want to do their A push once again. It seems to be where they feel the absolute most comfortable.
Yeah, we might see something aggressive out of Who here with their weaponry not being super great. Fade is going to go out mid, but looks like they're going to post up in some pretty tough to hit angles. That ult coming in gonna knock out Yoki, as Optimus Prime is meeting their quota once again.
Shout out Optimus Prime for that. Whoa. Well, these teams try to fight this one out a little bit here. We see that Spike moving up the map. Both these teams fighting over A as much as they possibly can. The kills coming in for Who Esports. So those two massive kills equal the numbers out, but Fire gives them the advantage. Now going to be a 2v3. They try to keep the pressure on. It pays off. Fire with 3 kills on the round. Last player alive is Optimus Prime, but he gets taken down by Fire. Fire with 4 kills gets a Vandal to the name as well towards the end. And just like that, Esports tie things up 4-4.
Looks like they're searching for some more guns to add to their arsenal for next round, as that's gonna be a thrifty for Who Esports. Like I said before, well, I guess not, but we
got him.
I know. I'm saying we definitely have seen some poor economic buys come in clutch in these matches. That's for sure.
I mean, the ValoRec is just notorious for it doesn't matter what skill level it is. If you buy less than the other team, even if you have more, if you buy less, by default, you're a better team. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's just a thing. It's like our own personal ValoRec curse.
Yeah. Well,
Ahead.
we'll see what's going on this next round as Loud Whine looks to aggress A once again. Coolio just doing work on the map. Doesn't seem like it matters where they're at. They're just getting the frags. Fire gonna be good for to even out the numbers though. Gonna get darted here though, so scary scenario for them.
Able to stay alive there. See the 1-for-1 on the map. Loud Whine still trying to get this offense moving. See Frosty. I mean, Frosty hits shots, right? So this is not someone you want to see. Atomic on the slight little flank. He's going to get taken down. Sin with a massive headshot there. And just like that, only 2 Loud Whine players remaining. They make their way over towards B fairly quickly. You see that Spike is being planted by Wingman. Shout out to him. Wingman getting it done.
Planted.
Now.
He's doing such a good job.
Oh, dude. The best of jobs, honestly. Love that little guy.
Yeah, best agent in the game. Love some Wingman, but 2v4, tough scenario to say the least for Loud Whine, but they do have the spike down. A lot of utility use. Coolio, again, good for another. Sin's gonna go and pop the res. Shock dart's coming in on the side of Who, and the spike's gonna work on getting the showstopper goes a little bit wide, and it's gonna be Who gets the defuse.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Who Esports. They get that nice little lead once again. I mean, it doesn't take much to get a lead in a map where it's back and forth. Look at that. The tactical timeout inbound out of Loud Whine. Loud Whine says we get 1 per half per team. We might as well use it. It gives us a minute to talk strategy. So the extra minute on the clock gives you about a minute and a half to talk about total between the buy phase and the timeout. Figure out what do we want to do.
Sure, and I mean they're on the side of Loud Whine who called the timeout. As you see, our production's looking at how to spectate Wingman because we need it for sure. But if you're on the side of Loud Whine, you're sort of just figuring things out. You know, you went up, and Who has kind of battled back a little bit, but we for sure think that they'll be able to bring this back a little bit as this match is going to get resumed here in about 5 seconds.
We'll get back into action soon here. About 19 seconds left on the buy phase, so they get to put the plan that they just created into action. See how this one differs a little bit from their traditional pushes. They've been doing a lot of A hits, so maybe they do something a little bit different on the A side, or switch it up, maybe go somewhere else. But we'll see what they plan to do. Got 4 seconds till we see the plan come into full effect. The buy phase is over. The round has started, and Who Esports, their defense looking pretty flawless right now. They've got quite the setup ready to go, but Loud Whine making their push towards A.
Sure, and like you said, that seems to be their more successful site, so they're going to try to work towards it. But Who Esports has more players posted up there. The fades are rotating out, but more players posted up there and looking to receive the hit a little bit. So they also have that Viper's wall to work with, which is just so annoying to deal with. Shout out Viper, I love her. But Wall's gonna come in turn from Loud Whine, looking to isolate the side a little bit, isolate these gunfights a little more, and first defender is gonna go down. So the site's gonna be not free, but a little bit easier to take on the side of Loud. So we'll see what Coolio can do as his buddy gets the spike down.
The wingman doing his job better than anyone probably could, but Loud Whine have the bomb down to their advantage. They also have the numbers advantage, so that gives them, well, never mind, as Rob absolutely annihilates someone there to get that one going. The first kick all the way through on the bomb defuse right there. The second one well on its way as well, and just like that, Who eSports just got a sneak a defuse.
Oh.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Yeah, they kind of stole that one out of nowhere a little bit. They Loud Whine had a good setup, and unfortunately the Thrash didn't come in time from the Gecko player, so.
Wiffy, I have a question. Do you think maybe that was part of the tactical timeout? How was the game plan? Not from Loud Whine. Who eSports, they didn't call the timeout, but they still get to use it, right? Maybe they said, you know, get a little sneaky with these defuses here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was if it was in favor of Loud Whine, I think that they thought the idea through and it just didn't go as executed. But on the side of Who eSports, maybe they were talking like they can get on these defuses a little early. So we'll see if that's gonna come into play anymore this match. But early defusing is pretty tough to pull off, as Hypno is going to get the first kill on Frosty there and back out towards yellow.
Not kill my allies.
Red's going to come in though, so we're still in a 5v5.
Welcome back. Okay, well, we're going to be a little bit of an awkward situation here. It looks like production's keyboard decided they wanted to turn off, so that's always fun. But Loud Whine, numbers advantage, 4v3, make it a 4v2 as Atomic gets a take there. The spike is planted. So yeah, looking good. I mean, Loud Whine with a nice response to the last round, and last round in the half before the swap, so things are looking pretty good. Through 11 rounds, currently basically tied, but Who eSports up 6-5. Loud Whine with a nice last round there. Can they get another big one here? Tie things up 6-6.
So, just word from production, we're not going to be able to show you the scoreboard, but we still can toggle between players, so we'll still get you most of the action coming in. So, that's nothing to worry about there. But, anyways, Loud Whine looking to progress up A, as they're known to do, as the Viper ult's going to isolate B side just a little bit there. The first kill is going to come in from Sin onto Frosty, both players super aggressive, and the ult is going to follow.
Ult will follow indeed, but we see Hippo, like, he's trying to block off that push immediately from the side of Who eSports. He sees one player across, so the Viper ult comes in, the spike is down.
Oh
not
no!
quite yet. Rob, the player who sneaks through, was able to stop that one. He's going to lose his life for the in the process there, though. That's 2 big kills for the side of Who eSports there. Only 2 players remaining on Loud Whine. The spike still trying to get planted. They haven't been able to do it yet. Who eSports doing a pretty much flawless defense so far.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, not the friendly fire.
Just like that, Who eSports win the last round of the half, go up 7-5, getting ready for their offensive push here.
What do you say?
Loud Whine, though, nice respectable 5 on the half. Would obviously love to have more on the offensive side of this. I mean, sorry, the defensive side of this map, but they'll take what they can get. But yeah, they were on offense. I don't know. They're on defense now. I don't know why I keep like somehow mixing up what I know to be fact, but you know how it is.
All good. All good. We regained. We're fine. Anyways, I would say overall a good half from both teams. You know, you can't always go even, and you can't always have a dominating half. I would say this is just slightly in favor of Who eSports, as the scoreboard would say. But I mean, good things coming from both sides though. Like I said, like the little ninja defuse, that could be the great equalizer in this match. You know, so
I mean, that could be one of the things that prevents overtime. Right at the end of the day, that's one of those big rounds. But you know, production, I'd love to see the scoreboard right about now. Is that possible? I'm just kidding. Oh man, I'm gonna troll him the rest of the night now. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, currently Who eSports up 7-5, but also up a life when it comes to the push. But guess what? Atomic sitting in a corner, picks up one, picks up a second, looking to make it more. Stays alive long enough for the teammates to be able to make it over, but does not survive too long there. It's gonna be a 3v3 now on the map.
unfortunately Atomic went for the COD reload and it didn't work out. So Wingman's gonna come out, do his job, chasing these players down as best he can. Coolio's gonna be good for one on this retake, and he's gonna be good for almost two. Optimus, good for the other. So Hippo's gonna be able to get the defuse, and the first round on defense is gonna go to Loud Whine.
How funny would it be if the first thing Loud Whine do is tie it up 7-7 and just get it right back to neutral?
I'm so ready for it.
That's awesome. But currently, Loud Whine going to have a little bit of an eco advantage here going into the second round. Obviously, winning the pistol round always going to give you a slight advantage. I mean, I tell you what, Optimus Prime, good for one every round, but also good for a nice little knife flip as well.
That's the Xeno.
Oh, no, crazy.
Pretty nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's real nice.
I know who eSports lining up towards that middle of the map there. It looks like they might be trying to do a little bit of a mid push, maybe towards kitchen, maybe not. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a util push there. They've only got pistols in hand, a lot of classics. They're going to make their way towards A and mid at the same time.
Frosty gonna just take down Rob there, and looking to put Loud Whine up a little bit more. Just trying to tie this game up. Coolio posted up on the angle, looking for the heaven, but they're not going to come from there. Hypno going to be good for the kill, as who is going to take the site.
They are able to get the Spectre as well, so that will help them out a little bit with these gunfights. But Loud Whine, numbers disadvantage. We see Fire blocking them off once again. See Loud Whine, they are going to get a pick. That's Frosty plays with a Marshall. Fire is getting taken down as well. Only 2 players remaining for Who Esports. Have to try to make a play. They have the spike down. They have to try to delay this for a long time. 1 remaining, gets a kill. Yoki getting taken down, and just like that, Loud Whine with another round on the board, and the first thing they do is tie things up 7-7.
Well, and that's tough in that retake scenario for Who, just because the weaponry just it simply isn't there, you know. So, I mean, they're fighting with pistols. The other team has Spectres. You can kind of, typically at least, maybe not by ValoRec standards, but typically those.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ValoRec. We left you at 7-7. We are back, and now it is going to be 10-11. Who Esports down by 1 round and down a player to start this next round out. Loud Whine, significant advantage to continue here.
Yeah, who's looking to press this B side a little bit, working like you said in that player disadvantage. Rob snap clap, good for the first frag there. Gonna look to do more as they need all the help they can get. That's for sure. That's gonna go down to Frosty. Spike's gonna go down though, leaving Loud Whine to retake in this post plant.
Post plant in full effect as we speak. We see Who Esports 3 players remaining. Loud Whine has 4. Make it 2 for Who. Fighter needing to make a play, has a lot of util coming his way, gets 1, goes for a second, doesn't quite get it, gets a lot of damage off though. The defuse is going to come through. Coolio going to get that. That is going to give Loud Whine the 12-10 advantage on the map. 1 away from ending it. Can Who Esports get us back to even and get us to overtime?
Well, it's asking for a lot, but I believe in these teams. You know, they've been going back and forth all game, so we're likely to see a little bit more fight from them going into this attacking round for them. So don't count them out yet.
Never to be counted out for sure, especially with the way pretty much all of tonight has gone, except for the very, very first map, right? That Pearl may be a little bit one-sided, but then after that, Gas and Tuna were back and forth non-stop. Now, tonight as well, between the Haven and this map, Loud and Who have been very much so back and forth. Both these teams insanely talented. We see the side of Who Esports though. Bomb in hand, have to get this one planted, have to win the round. We see some actually Hippo and Fire are gonna meet up. Hippo gonna win that one, giving Loud the advantage. Atomic with 1 as well. Gonna give a massive advantage to Loud as Who, down 2 players, need to win the round, are in a little bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They need to make something happen here with they still have the chance to go B with their smokes up, but that angle being held in mid from Frosty is gonna yield 2 kills, leaving Yoki in almost an impossible scenario. But might be good for it, might be good for at least 1, but no, it's not gonna go good. And that's gonna give Loud Whine the win.
And just like